It's the iconic British TV show that can be binged in a day and leave you in total guffaws. Fawlty Towers, which first aired in 1975 with 6 episodes, and then in 1979 with another 6, is perhaps one of Britain's most treasured and well-known comedy series. The hilarious series is now set to be revived, 50 years after its release. So ahead, we take you back to where it all began. In this video, you will see how have the actors of the Fawlty Towers changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1975, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Brian Hall as Terry Hughes. Born in Brighton in 1937, Brian Hall initially worked as a taxi driver before taking up acting after connecting with an agent. In the early days of his career, the star appeared in a production of Creed and Sgt. Pepper. Before being cast as hopeless chef Terry Hughes, Brian appeared in several episodes of the 1966 show Softly Softly. He then went on to play Alan in the 1980 film The Long Good Friday. Brian sadly passed away at the age of 59 in September 1997 after being diagnosed with cancer 3 years before.
Andrew Saxs as Manuel. Born the 7th of April 1930. Andrew Saxs' part as Spanish waiter Manuel became an iconic part of the show. Manuel was perhaps his best-known role, but Andrew went on to appear in a number of other films and TV shows like Terry Pratchett's Going Postal, Run for Your Wife and, in 2015, EastEnders. He also lent his voice for children's characters, including Puzzle the Donkey in a production of The Last Battle by C.S. Lewis, with other roles in William's Wish Wellingtons, Little Grey Rabbit and Asterix and The Big Fight. Andrew starred in a few films and TV shows from the 90s to the 2000s, and also went on to land a Coronation Street storyline in 2009 as Norris's brother Ramsey. In 2012, Andrew was diagnosed with vascular dementia, which left him unable to speak. On the 23rd of November 2016, Andrew passed away aged 86 at his nursing home in North London.
Ballard Berkeley as Major Gallen. Born the 6th of August 1904, Major Gallen, played by the late Ballard Berkeley, was one of Fawlty Towers' permanent residents. The actor, who passed away in 1988 at age 83, went on to continue acting work until his last days, dying just a year before the release of his final role, as head of the army in an animated production of Roald Dahl's The BFG. However, he is most remembered for Major Gallen, who is perhaps most known for the outdated racist remarks made by his character on the show, which the BBC in 2021 edited when re-airing the show. The move came less than a year after actor John Cleese, who played Basil Fawlty in the British sitcom, slammed the BBC-owned UK TV for removing an episode of Fawlty Towers which featured racist language made by the Major. David Kelly as Mr. O'Reilly. Born in Dublin in July 1929, David Kelly first began acting at the age of 8 before he was then accepted into the Abbey School of Acting. Worried that he wouldn't break into the highly competitive world of performing arts, the Irish actor also trained as a calligrapher. But fortunately for David, his gamble paid off and he bagged his first starring role in O'Dee's Your Man in 1964 before then going on to appear in BBC comedy Me Mammy. In 1973, he was cast as Mick Cavan in Emmerdale Farm. Despite only appearing in a handful of episodes, David's role of inept builder Mr. O'Reilly was met with critical acclaim and turned him into a fan favorite. In 2005, he was cast as Grandpa Joe in the Tim Burton remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory before then appearing in Stardust opposite Robert De Niro. The actor, who was married to actress Laurie Morton from 1961, passed away of pneumonia at the age of 82 in 2012. Renee Roberts as Miss Gatsby. Born in 1908, Renee Roberts, who died at the age of 88 in 1996, starred in all 12 episodes of the show and was one of 3 permanent residents at Basil's Hotel. In 1954, she famously defended her friend Walter Henry Hensby in court after he was arrested on suspicion of murdering Violet McGrath, who was the mother-in-law of film star Michael Rennie. After the show ended in 1979, the actress went on to appear in BBC comedy Only Fools and Horses. She was married to comedian Ronald Frankow and the couple shared 2 children together. Gilly Flower as Miss Tibbs. Gilly Flower, who played other permanent Fawlty Tower resident Miss Tibbs, was also born in 1908. Before being cast as Miss Tibbs, The actress also dabbled in modeling and appeared in various hat adverts. Before Fawlty Towers came along, Gilly appeared in the black and white sitcom Steptoe and Son on the BBC, as well as the adaptation of The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin. However, the star is most famous for her portrayal of the cheeky pensioner Miss Tibbs and appeared in every episode of the show before her death in 2001 at age of 92. Prunella Scales as Sybil Fawlty. Born the 22nd of June 1932. Prunella Scales' Sybil Fawlty was Basil's much more calm and collected wife, who delighted Britons across the country. She gave the character handfuls of iconic, quirky traits, including a shrill laugh and penchant for talking to her friends on the phone when she should be working. Prunella's part in the comedy was a defining role for the actress. But she also appeared in Alan Bennett's A Question of Attribution as Queen Elizabeth II, for which she was awarded the BAFTA for Best Actress. In recent years, she is known for appearing on TV program Great Canal Journeys for Channel 4. Prunella reprised Sybil in a 2007 Children in Need special. However, the actress ended her 67-year acting career in early 2020 following her 2014 Alzheimer's disease diagnosis. Prunella and her husband Timothy were forced to quit their Channel 4 TV show, Great Canal Journeys, due to her ailing health in January 2020. Today she is 93. John Cleese as Basil Fawlty. Born the 27th of October 1939. As well as his groundbreaking work in Monty Python, Fawlty Towers was one of John Cleese's earlier projects. The actor starred as the lead, Basil Fawlty, and wrote the sitcom alongside fellow cast member Connie Booth. Born in Weston-super-Mare in October 1939, John Cleese's father Reginald worked as an insurance salesman while his mother Muriel was the daughter of a successful auctioneer. At the age of 13, John was given a scholarship to study at the prestigious Clifton College in Bristol, where he first discovered his talent for writing, acting and performing. In later years, John went on to work in numerous films and TV shows, including A Fish Called Wanda, James Bond as Q, and the Shrek franchise. More recently, he's appeared in the films The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee and Clifford the Big Red Dog. More recently, he appeared in 2 James Bond films where he played Agents R and Q before being cast as nearly headless Nick in the Harry Potter franchise. Following his split from Connie Booth in 1981, he was then married to American model Barbara Trentham from 1981 to 1990. 2 years later, he married psychotherapist Alice Cleese before their divorce in 2008. John has been with his current wife, jewelry designer Jennifer Wade, 51, since 2012. Today he is 86. Connie Booth as Polly Sherman. Born December 2, 1940. Connie Booth played the very charming hotel maid and waitress Polly Sherman in Fawlty Towers. Born in December 1940. American actress Connie Booth grew up in Indianapolis and met her first husband John Cleese when he was starring in his Broadway show Cambridge Circus. John Cleese wrote the storyline and script for Fawlty Towers with Booth, who was his wife at the time. The pair were married from 1968 to 1978. In an interview years later with the BBC, Booth confirmed that working with Cleese was a positive experience. Booth is sadly not pegged to be in the new series, which Cleese is writing with his daughter, Camilla, now 85. Connie Booth has had an incredibly varied and impressive life. Booth worked as a notable actress during the 70s to the 90s, appearing in a number of Cleese's Monty Python specials, including Monty Python's Fleegenders or Kiss. She and Cleese welcomed their daughter Cynthia in 1971. After Fawlty Towers, Booth appeared in a few other TV shows and films before deciding to quit acting completely in 1995. In 2000, Booth married American theater critic John Lahr. She went on to study and work as a psychotherapist for the rest of her career.